Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this gorgeous senator Ankara top. So first of all, we're going to start by folding out our fabric into four. Fold it into four because I'm going to be cutting the back and the front. So next, after that, we're going to be placing our pattern. So I got the pattern from a top I had before. So I just loosened the top and I just trace it out to create another pattern. After losing all the panels aside, I just ironed it and used it to create. That's actually what I did. So if you want to know how I made this pattern, just comment down below. I'll make a detail how I did the pattern of the top. Okay, so next thing, I'm just going to trace it out. I'll trace out the pattern, and then I'll apply the back panel as well, and I'll just mark out the neckline. So I'm going to be cutting it out. I'll cut out the back neckline first of all. Then I remove the front piece and cut out I remove the back piece and cut out the front. So after that, we're going to be cutting the sleeve. Like so, this sleeve I made it from any long sleeve you have, any long sleeve pattern you have at home. You can just loosen the hand and then the cuff as well. The same thing, like any long sleeve, you loosen the cuff. Just take your time loosen it. I literally didn't sew with any measurements. It's easier for me. I just loosen it. That was why I also cut out the cuff. So if you want to know how I cut out the cuff, you watch. I'll leave the link on my description box. You watch the full video of how to cut out the cuff sleeve, how to cut it out pattern, how to iron it and everything. So I already did this. So if you want to watch the full video, I'll leave the link and then you see it in my description box and watch it from there. So next, we're going to be knitting out the neckline by using the pattern that will cut out at the back side. I'm going to be sewing it, so I'm going to be putting the wrong side facing the right side because we're going to turn it over. Just follow how I'm doing it bit by bit. If you don't understand, you can pause the video, watch it over and over again till you understand. Okay. So the next thing, I'm going to be pinning out the neck. I'm doing this because I want it to lay very flat while I'm sewing that back, while I'm knitting at the back, so it won't be dancing around and to stay still. So after that, I just took my time and bend it. You see the way I bend it? Just pick some part and just tuck it in and I sew along it. Just take your time. If you can't, as a beginner, you can just take your pin to arrange it first and sew gradually for it to be easier for you. Okay, so that's it. You're done with the back panel. And then the front, I'm going to go over to the front piece, as you can see. So we're going to go over to the front piece. I'm going to be adding this to the front to make the design. I don't want the front to be looking so plain, you know. So just to bring out the color, make it more colorful and unique. So this is a bias. You can get it in the market. So I just simply took it, I pinned it down along the side I want it to be. For a beginner, it's better you pin it, but I didn't pin mine much. I just did it as a sample. So I just take it, I sew it very close to the edge. You take your time, sew it very, very close to the edge to bring it neat. So it won't be nice like after I sew it at the center, the whole thing will be popping up at the side. It won't be fine. So you take your time and sew it very close to the edge, the bias I mean. So then you take another piece of bias, you put it also, as you can see after sewing that, it's looking nice. So you take another piece of bias, you put it very close to it, you know, to make it depends on the inch, like how wide or how close you want it to be. You can decide that, but I think this I use will be around half an inch or so. So you just pick it out like that. You also sew it straight. Make sure it's straight, okay? Take your time. So you can see the finished look. I did it for both sides. 2 for this side and 2 for the other side. So I'm going to sew along the other edge of the bias. I'm going to be finishing it up like so. You can see how beautiful it's coming out already. So the next, I'm going to be knitting out the neckline of the front. So I'm just going to sew it around, right side facing the right side, because I'm going to tuck it to the inner. It's not coming out like the back piece we did. So I'll just sew it right side to right side, just to knitting out the neckline at the front. I'm not putting any placket at the front, it's just straight. I'm only going to be applying a zipper, so that's why there was no cut at the front or anything. So after that, I'm going to be turning it inside out. Now pin it along just to secure it, so that when I'm adding the sleeve to stay put, it won't move. Like you won't find out that you ended up stretching the material too much, and it's going to make your neck choky, all those things. So that's why you need to pin the neckline down, so it will be very neat to stay put for you to walk around the other areas. So after that, I'm going to be sewing the shoulder. I'm going to be joining them by the shoulder, the both panel, the back and the front. I'm going to be sewing the shoulder area. So I sew one side of it, and the other side I'm going to be adding the zipper. Okay, so if you really want me to show you a detailed video on how I did this, just comment down below. I'll do a separate more detailed video on how to apply this zip very easy on the top. Okay, so I applied the zipper like so at one side of the neck, so to be easy to put on, be free like that, so the head can easily pass through. Hope you understand. Okay, so you can see started sewing it. As you can see how neat it is. So after that, I'm going to be applying the sleeve. I'm going to be applying the sleeve. I'm adding the sleeve first before I put fixing the cuff, so that you can easily fix it in correctly. Okay, just follow the video so you understand what I'm doing. So for the cuff, for you to know how I did the cuff, I'm not doing it at this video. I'll leave the link so you can check, watch it very well, so it'll be easy for you. So I just sew this sleeve for both sides. So as you can see, that's the finished look after putting the sleeve. So the next thing, I'm going to be measuring the back side. That's to apply the backlets. So as you can see, the finished look. This the plackets and the cuff already fixed. See how beautiful it's looking. Voila. So that's it. See how beautiful it's coming. So now we're going to be knitting out the side. And we know we're not going to sew it. We didn't sew it down, okay, because that part has to be opened. So we have to knit at that edge, this edge. So I'm going to be folding it in like so. I'll be double folding it so you don't start losing out, you understand? So I just knit out the edge basically. That's what I do, like this. So that's it. The next thing I'm going to be sewing out the aiming the bottom. I'm going to be aiming the bottom like this, as you can see. So you see the finished look of the top. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like my channel, subscribe, and leave your comments below of any style or anything you're not too clear if you want me to do. I can always do that for you. Thank you guys. See you again in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like the video. See you next.